Good evening, my peeps. Yes, man, bless upon yourself. Hope everyone is doing good. Well, you don't know, Ali B, aka Alpha, pandem case again. I'm come to give you no muta. Yeah, it's a little about Christian faith, a little bit about Christian faith, you see what I say? So, we are getting to Genesis right now. Me I tried with muta, you know what I say? Into Genesis, and trust me, I don't know why I miss this one here. It good. Yeah, man, it good. It not boring at all. It good. In a Genesis. You see me I say Genesis 1, Genesis 2. Yeah, man. So, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment in the comment section, man, if you enjoy what you hear. And you can leave your opinion too of what you hear. And take where you have to take and dash where you want dash where. You see what I say? Take where you want take or dash where you want dash where. Just sit back and listen. Yeah, man, you enjoy it. Muta said that too. Take where you want take and dash where you want dash where. So I try doing Muta. One love, my peoples. Yeah, man. One.
We have come down in the last part, you know, and it's the part we get tickly, you know. Yeah, kind of tickly, the part are tickly. As we tell you, say, most of the country are profess to be Christian countries. And most people go to church Sunday. I don't know why. But them go to church Sunday because them say they may find some kind of solace and peace from the whole week. The first day of the week, which most people don't really consider the first day of the week. Them people say Monday is the first day of the week, but it's Sunday is the first day of the week. For your information, Sunday is the first day of the week. Saturday is the seventh day of the week. Now the seventh day, them say it's Saturday them I work with Roman Catholic and those who's influenced by Roman Catholic say it's Sunday them I work with. Because really and truly, there's a man named Constantine, this emperor of Rome, who, because the Romans them used to praise and give homage to the sun in the sky, and the Christians them used to give the sun what them call Jesus. Him decide say, instead of aggravate the two set of people then, him going to merge the two things in a one. So him decide say, alright, to appease the people them who worship the sun in the sky and the people them who worship the sun, the Father, the Son, the Holy, somebody, Jesus. What I'm going to do is, alright, for the first day of the week, we're going to celebrate the two Sunday. So them call it the Sunday, the day of the sun. Just like Monday is the day of the moon. But people don't know that. You know, them give names according to the celestial bodies in the sky, and also them gods, see, and them emperors, like Julius Caesar is July, and Augustus Caesar like August. And if you follow and go look up the information, you'll find, say, all of these things come from Greek and Roman thinking. So, in our country, our countries, them give a thing named Christianity. Most people, they will change their political affiliation quicker than how they will change their religion. And most people feel almost adamant about their religion more than their political affiliation. And most Christians don't really want your question what they believe in. But yet most Christians want to put forward what they believe in, like it's knowledge. And belief is really not knowledge. Belief is what you call faith. You have a faith. And you can't really question a man's faith. But when the man uses faith as a historical reference point, then you have to bring the evidence and show you, say, well, if you tell me, say, this is part of that, show me the evidence for it. Now we have a thing in the Bible. And the Bible, most Christians will tell you, say, it's God write the Bible, or God inspired men to write the Bible. And then say, you can't say nothing about it. And everything we're in it, I just sweat go. You can't use your intelligence, you can't use your brains to imagine or even contradict or even come to a logical explanation and understanding. But where the Christian really has said, when him say what him said. So you're always in a tussle with a person who is adamantly religious. Religion is really a seriously oppressive kind of system. Religion strives from fear. Religion was created by insecure men to oppress women. Yes. Most religion that I know oppress women. Them don't have a woman or a feminine energy that dissolve into the divinity of the God where they must serve for. Especially in the Western world where the system is patriarchal. We don't have a matriarchal system. Yet still, most indigenous people, whether you go to Australia amongst the Aboriginal people, whether you go in Africa, whether you go in America, where the indigenous Native American there, them have a balance between the male and the female. Them not just say E. It's a weird thing. Because every time you hear one address something that is not gender related, him say E. Like if him say God, the first thing him says E. Yes, God not supposed to have no gender, you know. But because of the patriarchal mindset that we find ourselves in this Western world, anything that is great and bigger than we say E. Not recognizing, say, the indigenous people, them used to say Mother Earth and Mother Nature. There's a reason why them say Mother Earth and Mother Nature, you know, because it functions in the feminine. When we talk about feminine now, we not talk about man will behave like woman. We are talking about energy. Energy that is not male or female, but there's a certain feminine energy. And feminine energy means compassion. A certain sympathetic attitude that the masculine energy don't have. But when you look on a female, there's a certain compassion. You know, a woman have this compassion about her. That is why she get the hard work of bringing forth children. Because there's a certain compassion in that feminine energy that is necessary in the man. And we need to grab back that energy. We lose that energy somewhere between the Middle Passage and the fast food restaurant them. So in our African tradition now, we have this thing named male and female energy. And we give it up for the Christian energy. And the Christian energy tell us, is woman bring sin into the world. Yeah, there's a woman named Eve. It's a weird story. For those of you who go to church, I hope so all out is not hidden inside that, you know. The church thing is really important because we grew up in it and we don't question it because they put a fear in our say. If you question it, you sin. So, no care a man intelligent. From him to reach a religion, him lose him intelligence. Him nobody think again independently. Him just follow where the things say, like zombie. No. There's a story where something where them says he made the earth in 6 days, and rest on the 7th. Obviously, him get tired because it's really a big job, really. So, he make something named man. And it's the weirdest thing because he make the man, and the man did it by himself. And this he wanted a gardener. Because he make a garden and no rain, he never make no rain. I don't know why he never remember say flowers want rain and food want rain. So he make the garden and he would obviously believe say the mist of the morning would water the garden, but it wasn't working. It's really strange. For something he that is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient never realized that plant want more than just mist. But we can work with the story. He put the man in the garden and say, all right, check out the garden and work with it. Only if we find out, say, one day when he walk, he realize, say, and he must walk into, you know. Yeah, him walk. He walk. It said, go read it. Genesis 1 and 2. I don't want to sound like a preacher, I know if it was Sunday, but what is to be done is to be done. Him look on the man one day and realize the man was lonely. Now this is an omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent something named E, which people call God. He never realized if he make this one man, the man will be lonely. But to make the man, and he said the man was lonely. So, he realized the man not lonely, and guess what he do? He call all of the animals then to the man. Now, I don't know why he call the animals then to the man. Trust me, that sounds kind of strange to me. Really. I mean, why would you want to call the animals then to the man? But that's how the story goes. It's not me I write the story, no, go read it. Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. So the man there, play with the animal them, and I do whatsoever I do with the animal them, and he might name the animal them, alright, you name cow, you name ass, you name donkey, you name cow, you name dinosaur, you name all sorts of things, man, call all sorts of names. But he might pass again, and he realize what we the man still look lonely. The animal them not really work with him. And now work with the animal them properly. So him say, why not put the man to sleep? Him put the man to sleep and take out a ribs out of the man. Really and truly. Really and truly. Woman is an afterthought according to the story. He never really intend to make woman. I want woman them know that. We don't never really intend to be here. You understand? That's why man treat woman so, because of that story. It was not the intention of God to put woman on earth. It's because them look on the man and realize that the animal them never surface him. So he have to go find something that make him don't feel lonely. So he put the man to sleep and take out them ribs. And then him shape up some mud and get a pump and pump some air in it, and it start to look a different way from the man. And him realize, well, the man, I work with that thing, So him still call it man, but him say, whoa, man. All right, now. So the two of them in this place, are nice and thing, according to them, it's the two first people, that's how we learn in a school, and learn in a church, And I hope you, I know say you did learn that too, So the man and the woman in the garden, them say, you name Adam, you name Eve. He say, all right, now. This thing that is called God, of a tree, it's weird because we always believe it was an apple tree. American apple tree at that. Yeah, most of the when we think about the trees, American apple tree, not even the green one, but the red one, really, we pure red apple on it. And we have two white people set up on it with a snake wrap on the apple tree, so attack. It's a strange story. Alright, so God put the tree, it never say apple, it say the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So he put the tree over there so and say, Adam, watch out now. You see, of all the tree them when you want to eat up, but you see that tree there, don't go eat on it. Adam say, all right, no problem. We have enough fruits on this, so we have animal stuff, can work. So we now work with that tree. All right. One day, the woman walk by herself, and when she go near the tree, she see a snake wrap around the tree. And now, the story gets more ridiculous now because the snake attacked. It couldn't be a black woman that. No black woman now set up and talk to no snake. Shall I run? What snake? I want to run. God. No black woman now talk to no snake. Me can vouch a black woman for that. Because I see my auntie run out of bathroom because she a little lizard in the bathroom. Naked as today to a barn. She run outside and say, Lord God, a snake. A lizard in the bathroom. The lizard not trouble at all. Mr. Woman run from roach. Much less a snake wrapped around a tree. Couldn't a black woman that person. Anyway. So the snake I got talk now. Now you know. You see this tree, it's because God knows that you're going to be like him, knowing good and evil. Why tell you not eat it, And the woman I say, it's not me to tell you, it's Adam. He say, see this, so I tell you, so you can't eat it. Yeah, man, you'll be like God if you know. If them say the serpent that deceived the woman, but when you really read the story, you realize it's not that deception. It's God don't want you to be like God, knowing good and evil. So he put this stuff. So of the tree of good of knowledge of good and evil. So the snake I said, come on, eat the thing, man. And you be like God. So the woman said, all right, boom. And she bite the fruit and wow, tastes like it's not a genetically modified thing in it, so it can't work. So she go to her husband and said, well, you want to see, this is the tree where God said enough to eat from. That tells you the fruit. It has a one. So the husband take the fruit. He said, go for eat it. God walk up on him sneakingly. I said, oh, me tell you, say, Of all the three them you must eat, but that one that you must eat of here now is the woman, man, the woman's son. You see from God here, say the woman, God just turned to the woman and said, look, you know, it may curse, you know. In childbearing you shall have pain, and the snake shall bruise your heel, and into generation to generation. And then him look at the man and say, you, by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread. Now, it means what Adam really supposed to ask a question. What is bread? Because no bread never had them days there, really. So, the idea of the sweat of your brow, you eat bread, I want to say, but we never plant bread yet. I will name bread. I mean, the story kind of ridiculous still, but yeah, because 1,000 years after bread originated, invented, you know, appear animal and birds and flowers and trees and things like that. So when God said, by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread. You wonder, wait, then bread never invented them time and tell the man that. The man supposed to get confused. But guess what now? God chased them out of the garden, you know, and put a sword, a flaming sword, and said, lest man take up this tree and become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Let us chase him out of the garden. This is what God said, you know, after him chase out the man and the woman. And him say, lest man become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Him going to chase him out of the garden and put a flaming sword in front of the entrance, and him can't come back in there. So the man gone and the woman gone out there, so now. Them realize they can't have sex. Cain born first son, Abel born second son. Now, as some of you know, say, no, God don't like vegetarian. He don't like vegetarian. Because the story says, Cain is a farmer, and Abel is a hunter. And Abel take all of the animal them and offer it up as a sacrifice to the Lord. Because the Bible says, God loved the scent of dead flesh. So when God smelled it and said, McDonald's, Kentucky, Burger King. Cain now, him take all him fruits and him apple and him banana and lettuce and this and that, cut all some pear and all everything and put it down. And when him come back, they don't touch at all. So I makes him get mixed up and I say, yeah. Oh, you kill off all of the animal then, and so cruel. And God love your thing, I did not love my thing. So Cain just kill him, brother. Kill him, brother. Can't get jealous now. You must say, watch a man, after me toil so hard, and I work the ground and them things, and look how my fingernail them stay. I can't go put nothing on my fingernail, I can't go get no manicure and pedicure. My fingernail them stay. I can't go put nothing on my fingernail, I can't go get no manicure and pedicure and all them things. And God just deal with your things. So just kill him, brother. But yeah, the story get weird now. Because me at school, mathematics show me say, if Adam and Eve is the first two people on earth, and Adam bring Cain and Abel, it's 4 people on the earth, and Cain kill Abel, 3 people on the earth. But the Bible says, Cain went to the east of the garden and found himself a wife. So me I say, wow. I wonder if Adam did have to stop with the animal them that would never know around there, so that he go find himself a wife, Rasta. Maybe the tree monkey who set up on the coconut tree will evolve from them and come over there. So, but the story kind of get weird because really and truly, that's really. Anybody ever hear about Anansi? Anansi is an Ashanti folk tale. It's about a spider who's tricky. No, nobody really believes it. You have a spider in Africa we attack. That's a Ashanti folk tale. So why is it that the snake in this garden is not a Jewish folk tale? Because it's really a Jewish folk tale. It's nothing else but a Jewish folk tale. Because snake cannot talk. Snake cannot talk. The story is metaphorically written that you need to understand it on a next level. But these preachers and theologians who treat the people them every Sunday, them don't understand what is the metaphysical understanding of the story. It's like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Maybe the man never really talk about no egg. Maybe really talk about a system in a Europe. The egg is really the king. The second war, the other great fight. All the kings asking and soldiers them couldn't put the system together again. We don't know, but maybe that matter. No, I sure know say the people them who did write a story there have sense, and they never intend if we believe say those things was physically happening. They don't really believe that. But these people come and make it history. So they have a faith and a belief. And the faith and the belief translate into historical things. So them tell you, say, no, it's a historical thing. Yes, God can't do anything. He makes snake talk and donkey talk. It's just all these kind of story in the Bible, you know. Donkey attack, snake attack, the sun a move and all them something there. And get strange. And a guy built a boat. 500 foot long, according to the book. The boat is 500 foot long, with one window and one door. And then put a pair of every animal in that 500 foot boat for nearly a year. And all of these animals in there. Where the hell them shit go? Where them pack up the shit and put it, where them pack it up? Where the elephant has stand up on the rabbit. And the animal them who eat animal or eat the other animal them. And the giraffe in them neck of your turn to because the phone. And the window no open, no air condition no in there. And the 8 people them with all of these animals in. Oh, him get all of 2 pair. Oh, him get a pair of every animal there. And them set up at the door. Okay, Japhet, coming in, 2 cows. Look at them if they say, okay, yes sir, father, animal, yes, male and female, you can go. Okay, 2 mosquitoes. What? Oh. Daddy, I can't tell the difference here though, you have to come and help me here. Son, you need a magnifying glass, man. But them don't invent magnifying glass, father. Kangaroo. How did he get kangaroo in there? Kangaroos are indigenous to Australia. How did he get kangaroos in there? Did he walk to Australia and take back the kangaroos? It trained. And this 500 foot boat. And it destroyed the whole earth. With all these people who don't have nothing to do with nothing. More than say them, some of them are farmers, some of them are animals. I mean, all these pregnant women, these little babies, you just destroy the whole earth because you say man mind get wicked and vain. So you have to start over. This is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. We're supposed to know when you create something, say it will get weird. Just like when a man create a computer, he knows say after a while certain things are going to broke down in night. So you make parts, you make more money off of you. We buy back the parts them. So you know really that's where the computer itself, but that's where the things them in the computer. God who is omnipotent, omniscient, make a whole world and make so much people on the earth and then take 8 people, put in an ark with 2 of every animal in it and then wipe out the whole place with some flood rasta. And then when they come out of the ark, them get worse. So you never know, say, after them that means that when this is genocide, no, because after them destroy the whole of the people, them, that's when they come back now. Because you tell me, them never know, so them will get wickeder, and them get wickeder, and after 6,000 years, them get worse and worse and worse, and until them have to come with all his son and kill his own son. What kind of father that? Him kill his own son, and him kill his own son 2,000 years ago, and the world get worse. Man like all push them out the place, and things just get terrible. It's weird. And you know, as them come out of the ark, so you know where them do? Take the animal, them and offer them a sacrifice. After you save the animal, them in the ark. As you come out, you know, you say you go plant some food. You just take the animal, them because God said, at Genesis 8, me talk about now, you know. Genesis 8 tell you, say, and Noah offered the animal them as a sacrifice unto the Lord. And you might know, they say the man them of God in the Bible always get drunk. Oh, that appear drunken people, God know. Yeah, because Noah get drunk and lay down naked stuff. And the younger son come. I don't know when the younger son come. Because nobody from earth can tell me, say, this all-powerful God curse a generation of people because the younger son just see father nakedness. That's something else the younger son do. There's no way I'm saying. And him just do for him father, and him father lay down the drunk, you know. You tell me, say, no, a man lay down drunk, my father lay down drunk, and to me, going over to my father naked. God just cursed the whole of my generation, them like that. And black people, they thought they come from Ham. What kind of fool story that? come from which Ham? Ham is one of the sons of Noah. Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Yes, from black people. We are from the tribe of Ham. I come from the tribe of Ham. Then which part black? Then where Noah come from? If Ham was black people, Japheth was the white people then, and Shem was the Asian people then. So Noah was what? Noah, what tribe? Where race Noah come from? Because Noah was before the three of them. We don't ever think out the story, you know. So them have this man now. I'm coming and see father naked. And the other son them coming and say, Lord God, where does he do? And them take one blanket and cover them father back there and walk out back there. And God looked upon Ham and cursed, not Ham, you know, he cursed his son Canaan. And said, curse every Canaan. So there's a distinct son named Canaan now. That everybody know a fight for Canaan land, which is now what them call Palestine. And the Israeli them go in there and a fight for it. It's not none of them land, you know. It's not none of them land. According to for them book, it's Canaan land. Where the Canaanites them there? Where are the Canaanites today? Because a guy named, an Iraqi guy named Abraham, coming out of Iraq. And in those days it wasn't called Iraq, it was called Mesopotamia. And him come from the Ur of the Chaldees. He married his sister named Sarah. And his sister couldn't get pregnant. And him said, the sister said, all right, go into the maid. What a beautiful woman that. Wow. She can't get pregnant. She said, go say, have sex with the maid. Lord God, I want to be that woman there. And she him go have sex with the maid. And when the maid get pregnant, the half sister get pregnant too. And she realized that if she make the maid stay in there with the son, is the son going to inherit Abraham inheritance? Because that is how them do them things. The elder son was inherit. So she chased out the son. Is the son going to inherit Abraham inheritance? Because that is how them do them things. The elder son was inherit. So she chased out the son out of the house and the mother and stay in there. And she have a son named Isaac and the other son named Ishmael. And according to them, Ishmael is the father of the Arabs and Isaac is the father of Israel. Because Isaac have two sons, Esau and Jacob. And we know the trickery we're going with Jacob and his friend. And we accept these stories, you know. Because it's pure trickery. We have got down the line, you know. All of the story of them have a trickery in there. Where them say, it's God initiate the trickery. All of them. Never read any Lot. No, that is the weirdest one of them. Lot have two daughters in him house. And two men come a Lot house. Where them say them is angel. And the man them have the place where them live in a name Sodom and Gomorrah. Where people call Sodom more than them call Gomorrah. I don't know why. I don't know if the Sodomites them do have sex with man different from the Gomorrahites them. But God never make no differentiation. You can wipe out the whole of them. God is a homophobic God. You talk about Sizzler and keep it and everybody. God, homophobic, bad. I mean, I hear the gay people them a ball out about it, you know. Imagine Lot having two daughters, them not out, and two men not out, and the man them after them come and say, bring the man them out here. Make we do what we want to do with them. And Lot look at the man them and say, look here. See me two daughters them here. Take them instead. The man them say, wait a minute for heterosexual. He said, bring the man them out here. What are you talking about? Bring the man them out here. And the man them in there say, you want know. It now go work out, you know, so you have to take your family and left the space side, because we're going to destroy the space side, we'll call Bush. We mash up the city, totally devastate the city. With drone and all that, we're going to match up the city, so take your family and move. No. Imagine them come out of the city. As I mentioned, say, the woman thing is really a problem in that story there, because, you know, a woman still, she have a certain compassion in her. More than likely, she had listened to all of the ball and we are going and Sodom there with all the brimstone and fire drop on the man there. And she couldn't take it. She got turned around. And she turned a pillar of salt. What kind of story that? The woman turned a pillar of salt. God make the woman turn a pillar of salt because he said the woman disobeyed. And God wiped out a city of homosexual because, I don't know. Lot go in a cave with them two daughters them. I know so only Paul never get a story yet, you know, but it's in the Bible. Lot go in a cave with them two daughters them. And the Lot get drunk again. Pure drunk, you know. And while Lot lay down the drunk, you know, him elder daughter come inside and say, what? And she just go into the younger sister and say, why you ask? Me just go in the cave there a while ago and I see daddy naked, you know, me I tell you, say, trust me, you think the man must have go out with nothing. I fat daddy, you want to see. That's why I know, so mama did love him so, you know, that's why she told her pillar of salt. And you know the daughter though? The daughter go into her father and get pregnant. And when she get pregnant, she go to the younger sister and say, look here, see John, daddy's son, listen up. Go in, go get your own. And the next younger sister go into her father and get pregnant too. That is incest, you know. That is incest in any language, in any culture. That is incest. But nothing never happened to neither the two daughters them nor Lot when them do that. Yet still, God wipe out a whole city of man who them claim says homosexual. And then now they come tell me about Jamaican people homophobic. You ever hear any artists a wipe out in the city? Or even treat people like any family because they are homosexual? Most of the homosexuals that are Jamaica is them love or kill them. It's not the guy with us hate. Everybody, watch a man. Everybody, when me know, including myself, know a homosexual. And if you don't know a homosexual, you have to check yourself, you know, seriously. So nobody's in Jamaica. See, say homosexual, kill him. No, go so. I told them why you believe. I told them why you believe. But this a whole city. Trust me, man. Me go a Sodom already. I mean, the physical Sodom and Gomorrah. Not even bush there. The place just blank like a desert. Not no grow there. Me don't know it's why it happened. Maybe because them say desert is the lowest sea at the bottom of sea level. But people say, if you go and ask the people in Israel, them tell you say it's because of Sodom get destroyed. Why not grow there? But then when I look on the whole of the desert, nothing how good at the desert, either at that Sodom that. So it's a story that by itself. But you look on the whole thing and you say, but wait, this man sleep with them two sisters, two daughters them, and nothing happened to him. They have a next man named Samson. A next drunkard again, you know. Sam's supposed to be the strongest man on earth. Really, I don't know how he get to be the strongest man on earth. But me know say he's a drunkard. He's a dreadlocks, a very stupid dreadlocks. He deserve him locks cut off. Yes. And for those of you who's Rasta inside here who drink alcohol, you deserve your locks cut off. Because a man supposed to be this man of God, this judge of Israel. A woman has come. When the sister they read the poem about, a little sister they come here to come read a poem. Everybody did that cheer, man. Eh? No, I see the man here. Yeah, what poem are you reading here? Where's the man there? She gone? Yeah, something like that, yeah. Mother like she inspire me, man. Trust me, we're up to inspiration right now. So if you want to wait till the show done, I don't know, but we'll tell you. We need some inspiration. She gone? No, trust me, when she read the poem right ago, I was totally inspired. And I was so feeling to be inspired more. But the man sit down there. And this woman come to him and start rub all the blacks and rub all the beard and all that thing and that. And tell me something. Where you get your strength from? And if they tell her all sort of foolishness, you know. And she'll say, hey, I told yeah. I say, yeah, if you cut off the wing up, the bird can't fly from one wing, and the lion without the mane, all sort of things you might try to tell her. And she does say, yeah, sonny, darling, yeah, man, all right. So tell me some way strength really there. And she just start to keep some tear and never run. And sometimes I have some Baba roots joke you too. And I rub all him face right, and I pick all him toenail and all of it, and he start to get horny. And she just start to tell her and say, Yeah, if you cut off the mane of the lion, you know, straight gone. If you pluck the feather, she just look at the blacks and say, oh, I stand down to him. She just cut off the blacks. And them just go blind him. Yes. It's another drunken man that again, you know. I mean, God loved drunken people so much that Jesus, they are waiting, you know. And them don't have no wine there, you know. And God said, bring some water. I told it now, white. It's a terrible thing, this white thing, you know. But I believe that you need to drink wine to have that spirit of God. But it's pure drunken people. And most of the drunken people them in the story, them get way. Check it. You ever hear a drunken man dead because of where my drink in the Bible? No, it's like him get elevated more. And the woman them go down more. Yes, the woman them get sick more than these stories. And then them have that thing named Mary. And the woman them go down more. Yes, the woman them get sick more than these stories. And then them have that thing named Mary. I hear some people say, oh, please don't make him talk about Mary. Yeah, we're going to talk about Mary. We're going to talk about Mary. Because we're not sacred about none of them. No. If a woman inside her can tell me, say, she never have no sex, and she have a picnic inside her, trust me. Me not bother go back and from here. Yeah, because we have to go examine everything out her. Why is it that we actually believe? So there's a woman named Mary that brought forth a child and she never have no sex. Can you imagine you in a city and a woman get pregnant in the city and she married and then she tell us it's not the father, it's not my husband picnic? Which man inside her would have believed her? Which woman inside her would have believed her? But it said, look here now. Easy lady, watch her man. Me know say I go through all sort of tribulation and things, you know, but it's Gabriel do it. And that the Bible said. Gabriel the angel. First of all, him go to the man, you know, and say, look here, your wife, I will get pregnant, you know, but you don't feel how you're here, brethren. And they go to Elizabeth. That I say, Elizabeth, watch out. 2 child of a born, you know. I know so one named John the Baptist and one named Jesus. So hear me I say no. You see the one named Jesus, don't feel away. It's not the husband. The Lord sent me here to go out with that thing. And only just work with that thing there. Don't feel like such a commit adultery and all that thing. She was 15 years old when she get pregnant, you know. Alright. The Bible is really a strange little thing surrounded that, because most Christians believe that it's a virgin birth in Jesus. When you read what virgin means,
lying in,
man shall conceive and have a child. It never have no intention. There was no intention to make you believe that the woman who have Jesus never have no sex, because it never says so. It never mean that in none of the language. They never mean that. The idea of a virgin birth come from Egypt, with a story about a goddess, which is a mythology named Isis, Horus, and Osiris. And for those of you who don't know about it, you don't have no time to tell you the story. Go look in some documents. Go by your computer, go find out about Isis, Horus, and Osiris. That is where the idea of the virgin birth come from. Because them have God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. How is it that woman turn a ghost? Shouldn't it be God the Father, God the Child, and God the Mother? Families are disconnected when the mother not dead. And if you have in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, it shows that you don't have no respect for the woman. You don't have no respect for the woman. If you was a woman, you don't read the Bible, you know. No, because pure disrespect. Imagine a woman ever bring the savior of mankind in the earth and she never have sex yet. And sex is the watch a man. Our man tell me say must be like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I can't live like Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is not born with no sin. It's a big sin. Me sin in square. So me can't live like that. And nobody can tell me, say, them not have the something what Christian call sin in them. Everyone will have sin. Jesus Christ not have no sin. So how you going to live like a man? Jesus Christ is like a freak of nature, you know. Nobody will come like him. Nobody will come like him. Yeah, nobody will come like him, you know. So it better give me a criminal who change his life. Like all Malcolm X. Malcolm X in a prison and do all sorts of things and he was come out and transform his life. And you say, well, here's a man who go through the things that a normal man go through and come out and overcome it. Jesus Christ not go through nothing because, I mean, years I'm like, hey, watch a man. You hear Jesus born and then you hear say him get turned 12 and then after years him at 30 at the year old. 17 years I'm like, no, in there, you know no where did that do, you know, you go to Jamaica and you talk to all that, you know, do about him. And the man come and his father kill him. He's a terrible father, that. Because after the father, the first part of the book of Judges, you have a man named Abraham, and tell man, say, take his son to go sacrifice his son. And him never consult the mother. What happened to the mother? Oh, no, the mother wouldn't agree with that. And furthermore, you can imagine one of them brethren now have a son and go out to the middle of the square out the son now and say, why you want to say God tell me if you sacrifice my son, you know? People that call attempted murder. Nobody not charge God for attempted murder. Or Abraham. Or even consult with the mother and say, tell me something, mama. You agree with your son being sacrificed to the Lord? Me, I bet you any money said the mother nah agree with that. Watch out, me not business where you want to say you smoke too much ganja, that's why you think say man I tell you to kill your son. You nah come in and come kill my picnic. And then way down 2,000 years after, it never worked with the lamb, the son over there. So them just catch a little lamb and kill the lamb and burn it and half right up to the Lord. So then 2,000 years after now, them bring a man named Jesus Christ, the son of the same God where they offer up the sacrifice them from down there. So him come up there so now and get his son, him only son, put him on a cross. And you have black people that walk with cross around their neck. Suppose them put Jesus on an electric chair. Will you put an electric chair on your neck? Why black people walk around with cross? They know you say the cross is an emblem of suffering and shame. That is how the Romans used to kill criminals. Them put them up on cross. We shouldn't have walk around with cross around the neck. Is an emblem of, even the gospel tune say, and the old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. Suppose them did hang him with a rope. You have put a little rope around your neck and wear it as some suffering and shame. Why you walk with the suffering and shame? We have slavery there for shame already, you know. Nobody now walk with a little sheep around him neck. Maybe we should have walked with a little sheep around there because some of the sheep them did have names like Jesus. SS Jesus of Rubeck by John Arkin. John Arkin sheep the name SS Jesus of Rubeck. One the name of John the Baptist. And meanwhile them have a slave underneath them was worshipping God on the top. And it's a slave. It's a man who owns a slave ship sing and write the song about amazing grace that save a rich like me. And you have black people that sing that. Amazing grace that save a rich like me. Rich like which me. And all them are singing them don't get saved. They don't call it hurricane come and wash their house and see that never talk about them get saved. See where? Man can throw it up bend down in the water yet how you saved. I'm going to talk about, yes, him baptized in the name of the Holy Ghost. What the hell? You know, in Jamaica, a person, them used to go in a river and baptize people. And this youth, him hold you down in the water, to baptize you, that the whole you drive down in and drown, you know. The preacher me attack. Because I made that. In the name of the Father, who come down there, and all of them, and then I will do rip and drive down in the water to ride and drown him. A true story I tell you, it's so like Joe. The pastor get drowned. Can you imagine? People actually believe that if them dip in the water, them sins get washed away. What kind of madness that? Oh, black people get caught in that. We don't even know if we love one another. Watch out, man. If you want to know where God is, just look beside him, man. Especially if a woman they decide. Because you never find God in a church. A long time God left the church, you know. He just sit down there. And the best place to meditate up on your toilet bowl. Yeah, man. Already constipated. You sit down on your toilet bowl, man. Things just come to you, man. Come to you, come to you. God not in a church. No make no matter. It's fear. It's fear them have within a man. And so the fear of God is the beginning of knowledge. But them say, fear, love casts away fear. If you love God, you cannot fear him. Because if you fear God, you cannot love him. Because love is void of fear. And what religion do it is fear. I believe. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge, you don't have to believe nothing. Knowledge casts away mysteries. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge, you don't have to believe nothing. Knowledge casts away mysteries. Fear is developed through mystifying things. And when you mystify something, like a man that tells you, boy, I push attack to man. What the hell that is all about? Push attack to man. You have a rasta now get so involved in that with a ganja tree. A foolishness. Whether it's a ganja tree, a mango tree, or a bird tree, bush cannot talk. It's just crazy because the more you get into the religion thing, you know, it's the more madness you get, you know. It's a kind of madness thing, you know. Yeah, because even Rasta, when you talk about Rasta, them say, they don't know, say, the tree of Moses that talked was a herb tree. You say, what the rat is this? Which herb tree? What you talk about? Which tree attack? You know it anywhere in the world, and the president said the tree attack the people. I go the man go up by the mountain and I meditate, just like when I say, go and tie that I sit down. Kind of church never the boat, I go up by the mountain, what's down. I meditate and I think about all my get is the Gilead people out of the craziness where them have. Because them come out of Egypt and them have the residues of Egypt and them and say, well, I have to get them out of this, you know. So them create some little things, manipulate them, like a little box. Them create a little box and say, look here, anyway, the box say they have God representing, you know, them call it the Ark of the Covenant. It don't have nothing to do with nothing more than this man that create these things. You hear a man talk about say, all right, watch your man. Moses, I saw down, you know, I saw down, trust me. I saw where could go. Moses, in the Bible, it said Moses stammer. Moses was a stammer man, so Aaron and brother have to talk to him. Moses. And Moses got in the mountain and said, and God said, watch out. Go down in Egypt, go tell Pharaoh, let me go my people then. And Moses I said, me if go talk to Moses, me if go talk to Pharaoh, you mad? He said, look here, all right, you are. Throw down your rod on the ground. When he threw down your rod on the ground, it turned snake. He said, take it up back. And Moses said, well, no, I'm not take it up. He said, all right, take it up, man. And he take it up, boop, and it turned back around. God said, all right, go down there. Go do the same thing when you just do a while ago. Remember, I said Moses stammer, you know, the Bible says Moses stammer, you know, so I hear and go talk to him. You see when Moses reached down there, and Moses attacked without the stammer, you know. And I tell Pharaoh, I said, in the name of Yahweh, God said, let my people go. And Pharaoh looked at him and I said, what are you doing? And Moses also, boom, and throw down him snake, throw down him rod and turn snake. Pharaoh just laughed, and I was up, click him man, and call about 10 men outside and get them rod and go, boom. This when Moses see that Moses fried because Moses feeds out of him God could have turned rod in that snake. If never know the Egyptian could have turned rod in that snake. But why make the story look like it's an Israel story is that Moses' snake eat up the other snake then. And Moses left and never left. Pharaoh never left with the people there. And God, Moses go back up on the mountain, you know. I said, boy, I tell you the truth, you know, God. You tell me, if you throw down my rod and it will make the people them go and nothing happen, you know. God said, all right, go down there. But tell the people there, tell Pharaoh to let my people go. You see, meanwhile, Pharaoh I go down there. Sorry, meanwhile, Moses I go down there. God just called Pharaoh and just say, watch out, don't let them go. It's a game God play though. And when Moses reached down there now, and God him said, all right, you see, if you don't let go my people them, we're going to make the water, all of the water them in Egypt turn blood. And when all of the water them turn blood, Moses said, you must let go my people them now. And Pharaoh said, all right, I'm going to let go the people them. And yes, when the river turned back, Pharaoh said, "How are you talking about? I don't go to bother Rasta." And Moses come back up at the mountain and said, "God, what are you dealing with? I play, you know. And no, both if you go to Egypt, you come back up here to the Rasta. We are telling you what, every time you said we go down there, the man, I go let go the man, and not let them go. God said, all right, go down there again, and he will let them go. You see me, I go down there, boom, God just take up him digital phone. He said, digital now work on yourself, and line work on yourself, boom. Call Pharaoh, say, Pharaoh, watch out, I come back here. I play it, don't let them go. And about 10 times, him go down to God, go down to Pharaoh, you know, and God not let him go, you know. And this time now, I play, I'm going to lick them now till all of the son them, the firstborn son them in Egypt, I got dead now. Even the Israelite son them was firstborn, I got dead. But here God said, God tell you what, you're going to walk around the place and mark on the Israelites them door. All of the Israelites them is firstborn. That when Bush come through, we kill our people them. Him don't kill the Israelite, him just kill pure Iraqi. Alright. So, God now, according to the story, make all of the firstborn them dead. It is not a genocide again. God, the compassionate, the ever-loving God, wipe out all of the firstborn children of Egypt. And Pharaoh say, all right, we can't take this Rasta, I'm go on. Moses stand up on a mountain in front of 1 million people without any microphone and nothing. And I talk to 1 million people, and the 1 million people them hear him. They see, what kind of story that? The 1 million people them hear what them are talking about. Take all your belongings and things and come, let us leave Egypt. Because God has delivered us this day. The day of the Passover now will take place. But them now call Easter. Which now have nothing to do with nothing, you know. Easter is a European thing, you know. Alright. So Moses are going to carry the people them now and walk now and Pharaoh hears them down there and they will get up all them soldiers them now, you know. They will fight back. When the Israelites them walk, they go up on the sea. People never say, wait, oh, we have a crowd. The madness is now. Oh, hey, Moses, how are you dealing with? Watch a man, how are you dealing with? Oh, you have to bring up a fire, kill off your blood. They say, oh, you bring this man, bring him come here so we can't cry. The Bible said that Moses pulled out the man's sword and the sea part saw and the old people them with all of them power and them coat and all them walk across this water and the water over that side there and the water over that side there and it now come down for the land. No, trust me, man. When we imagine that story there, we are thinking say the road between the water them a straight road, you know. Sea no stay so, you know. The further you go into the sea and the more it go down so. So if you was to take out the water out, it will come like a mountainside there, you know. Trust me, man. When you watch all movie, man, the 10 Commandments, you see the Israelites man walk across this road like this, it never peeled, but it have grabbed it. And they walk past it. And you're not thinking in your mind, say, no go so, you know. No water, mass of water. Now got there a place where just straight, when the water separates itself. Because water is beach, and it will go down so. So the land will go down so. So more than like you have to go and climb down, the further you reach down there, so you know. But we take the story. We don't question them story there. Them story there in our consciousness for years. And the more it gets repeated, is the more we accept it and don't question it. This poem shall speak of the wretched sea that washed ships to these shores, of mothers crying for their young swallowed up by the sea. This poem shall say nothing new. This poem shall speak of time, time unlimited, time undefined. This poem shall call names like Lumumba, Kenyatta, Hannibal, Akhenaton, Malcolm, Garvey, Haile Selassie. This poem is vexed about apartheid, racism, fascism, the Ku Klux Klan, riots in Brixton, Atlanta, Jim Jones. This poem is revolting against first world, second world, third world, division, man-made decision. This poem is like all the rest. This poem will not be amongst great literary works, will not be recited by poetry enthusiasts. It will not be quoted by politicians nor men of religion. This poem is knives. bombs, guns, blood, fire, blazing for freedom. Yes, this poem is a drum, a shanty, Mama, Igbo, Yoruba, Nyabingi warriors, Yohuru, Yohuru Namibia, Yohuru Sweater, Yohuru Africa. This poem will not change things. This poem needs to be changed. This poem is a rebirth of a people, arising, awakening, understanding. This poem is speaking, I've spoken. This poem shall continue even when poets have stopped writing. This poem shall survive, you, me. It shall linger in history, in your mind, in time, forever. This poem is time, only time will tell. This poem is still not written. This poem has no poet. This poem is just a part of the story. His story, her story, our story. The story is still untold. This poem is now ringing, talking, irritating, making you want to stop it. But this poem will not stop. This poem is long, cannot be short. This poem cannot be tamed, cannot be blamed. The story is still not told about this poem. This poem is old, new. This poem was copied from the Bible, your prayer book, Playboy magazines, the New York Times, Reader's Digest, the CIA files, the KGB files. This poem is no secret. This poem shall be called boring, stupid, senseless. This poem is watching you trying to make sense from this poem. This poem is messing up your brains, making you want to stop listening to this poem. But you shall not stop listening to this poem. You need to know what will be said next in this poem. This poem shall disappoint you because this poem is to be continued in your mind, in your mind, in your mind. Can't hide from where I get enough. We come live right next door to you. Scare the shit out of you now. Can't hide from you. It's so funny. Because we live in that area where we are the only rasta there on the road, you know. But everybody come. Everybody's so brutal, you know. Everybody's so brutal. Fast. So you know, it's a serious thing because Rastafari go through all of them persecution there, and we're still there to tell it to you. Because it's all about liberation and freedom for African people, and then on a wider scale for humanity. Because we realize certain things not working out. You know, this demon cross here, so, and they cross them where them find out. It's just kind of confusing. The whole heap of religion, you know, the politics. Politics and religion is really something else. You know? Because the politician promise you good living when you're alive. And the preacher promised you good living when you're dead. Black people not serious shit. Yes. Promises. We are in a quagmire of promises. And we're not listening. We're hearing what they're saying, but we're not listening to what they're saying. And that is why they can trick we continuously. Deceiving the people continuously. Over and over again. We sit and make them tell you things. And we do things that is not we. Yeah, man, we do things that is not we. How is it that them have us sitting down in front of a little box, square box, in our living room? They tell lie vision. For hours, on top of hours, we sit and watch this little box. We all drop asleep in front of the little box. And go like we're not asleep in front of the little box. How is it that this little box become the center of attraction in our living room for our family? How is it we start walk up and down with a little plastic bottle of water like we thirst every minute? Following some little cultural expression in America. Thousand years, and the people them who write it.
The end. Yes, my people, it's Ali B, aka Alpha again. Yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoy the show. And thank you for watching. Yeah, man. Do remember to like, share, and if it's your first time watching, subscribe. And click the bell icon. Yeah, man, for videos like this. And I get it first when you kick up the bell icon there. Click it up, click it up. Yeah, man, and like up the thing too, man. Just like up the thing, you know. Give the thing to Karate Chop and thing. Yeah, man. So you don't know. Me out again, you know. Till the next video. One love. Thank you for watching again.